Welcome. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to set up the NPC ready for the next tutorial on Tutorial Islands. Now, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and toggle that notification key so that way you're always updated with all my latest content and videos. Now, before we get started as well, I'd like to give a shout out to a lot of the feedback I've been receiving over the last couple of weeks and the support I've been getting, which has been greatly appreciated. Thank you, ArcLight, and the rest of you guys out there. Now, I've only just got my PC back, so I thought I'd also mention that it was in repair since December the 30th. I had an issue where my computer just wouldn't respond correctly or anything like that. I had to send it away to repairs in the UK, and I finally got it back, and here we are back in the studio now recording some new videos. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to open up the Valk cache suite, okay, like we normally would, and we just want to load our cache file. So we're going to go into our tutorial 718 originals feather server data or data, depending on where you're from and how you want to pronounce it. Then we're going to go to cache, open up our cache. And once that's open, we want to open up the NPC and the edit selection and click open. Now we need to look up the object 86. You can type it in or you can scroll down, but I prefer to scroll down for this because you're going to have to duplicate it. So right click, duplicate. Once you've duplicated this, I want you to scroll down to the number that I'm going to use, which is 16197. Okay. I've named it unknown rat, combat level of 10. The rest of the stuff stays the same. Render animation 1900. Model ID do not change. Keep the model ID to what you have. It's only because I made my own edited copy of Giant Rat. I duplicated the model and I changed the colors on it and then re-imported it. I've showed you how to do that in previous tutorials, so hopefully that will help. Once we've done that, Control S or just click the save button, then we can exit that program. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go to the tools, get out of this one, sorry. We need to go to, this folder here. So we need to go into our Feather Server data or data and NPCs, and then we want to look for combat definitions.txt and open that file and open the unpack spawn lists as well. Okay, so now that we've got those, I'm going to put them up on the screen. So unpack spawn list, we're going to put the spawn location, just to put it up the top for now, 16197 at 3446 and 0. Now Control S and save that. Now also, before we do anything, make sure you write down this coordination somewhere or whatever you need to do quickly, just so that way when you load up your game, you can teleport to this location, okay? Because yous won't be there. This is in the middle of Varrock, near the Varrock Castle. I can't remember why. I think I was mucking around with something to do with the GE or something, and I ended up going there. I can't remember. It was, back in December. So anyways, now that we've done that, we also need to open up the unpacked combat definitions. We want to go Control F, and we want to type in Giant Rat. Now, if you don't understand this NPC ID stuff, look up the top and read exactly what it does. It just tells you pretty much like the hit points, attack animation, defense animation, death animation, and so forth, right? Which is pretty handy to know. Okay, so now once we've looked up Giant Rat, above it we want to do / unknown rat, and this 10 means what its combat level was, so you can set it to whatever you like, whatever the combat level is. It's just easier for identification purposes. The next thing we need to do is type the ID underneath and then copy this following. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is this minus key, space 25, space 14859, space 5328, space 14860, space 5, space 3, space 60, space 17, space capital melee or melee, space -1, space -1, space aggressive. Then once we've done that, no spaces at the end, so make sure we can just go directly one line by pressing the arrow key forward, and it should drop us down to Giant Rat 2. You want to Control S and save this. Now, once you've Control S and saved both of these files, so now they're both saved and done, we need to go back to that NPC's folder. Now, the thing we need to do is we need to delete the pack spawns, and we need to delete the packed combat definitions. Okay? The next thing that we need to do is we need to open up our workshop, our Feather server, whatever the game, that we're running inside Eclipse. Now we need to go to Feather, we need to go to com.feather.game.npc, and we need to open up the npc.java. As you can see, I've got mine open. The next thing that we need to do is we need to find this at line 234. Private static boolean or boolean. Force random walk int NPC ID. We need to add in underneath the switch, anywhere underneath it, preferably up the top part here. Seems to be working for me. I haven't tried underneath. It might work underneath. And we just want to add in case 16197 or whatever NPC ID you gave the rat. And then you want to put / unknown rat. So we know what it is. Control S and save. The next thing that we want to do is we want to run the launcher. Then we want to run the loader once that's completed and log into our moderator account. So I'm using 123 by 123 and we'll see how we get on with this. Hopefully it drops the first time. And I'm not too sure if I showed you guys about the item drop that we're going to be using. It's just going to be a duplicate of rat meat, and the rat meat itself is going to be duplicated to unknown meat. Okay, so as you can tell, its animation is working. I'll just wait for him to walk. He doesn't walk all the time. He only walks ever so often. So there you go. He does his like aggressive sort of taunt animation. Right, he does that a few times, and now he's going to start walking. So as you can tell, he does walk. He doesn't keep still, so that's what the code done. If we didn't add that code into the NPC thing, he will never move. He'll just do animation. So now we're just going to attack him. As you can tell, he's got his attack and his defense animations. I'm hitting a couple of zeros, which is a bit bad. So there we go. We one hit him, and that's pretty strange because I do have 99 in all stats. So this weapon needs to have its accuracy or something increased, which you can do. Okay, so now he's dropped just bones, right? But you will get an item like this, unknown meat. All it is a duplicate of rat meat, and I've just changed the color and gave it a new ID number. Okay, so do that. Use any ID you want. Note it down. I don't know if I told you this in the last video, but if I haven't, this is what we're going to do because we need it. And yeah, hopefully this video was helpful, guys. And if you wouldn't mind putting the thumbs up, subscribing, liking, commenting, doing whatever you guys need to do, and hitting that notification key so you can see all my latest videos, including the new ones coming out, some unboxing videos coming shortly this month, and also we're going to be doing a couple of game reviews. So hopefully you guys are interested in having a view of that. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, if you do like the new thumbnail, let me know what you think of it. I've just made this new thumbnail for the rest of the series, so I don't have to keep taking pictures of what I'm doing. I just sort of want to make it a bit of a surprise with this sort of new thumbnail and see how it goes. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.